Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the new Royal Oak Offshore Diver from Audemars Piguet as of 2021 at least, the newest version. This reference number 15720ST.OO.A052CA.01. I'll be going over all of the aspects of this watch, the fact that it's also a khaki green or military green or grenade color green, whatever you want to call it, more a shade than a tint or tone, gives it a very unique look and very distinguishing aesthetic as well. The case, the dial, the bezel, the crown, functions, the movement, and the bracelet. I'll be going over all of those aspects within this video and give you my thoughts on those. So starting off with the case, we have a 42mm case size from finger to thumb. That's from the 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock position, if you minus the crown guards, of course, and same from the 10 to 4 o'clock position, minus the winding crown up there. I'll show you what this is for in a moment, but basically still 42mm is the case diameter, but with the crowns here and the crown guards, sort of wears closer to a 44 or very, very small 45. Well, as if there was a small value of an actual even number, but anyway, you also have a thickness of this case 14.2 millimeters. Sorry, misread my notes here. 14.2 millimeters makes it a little bit chunkier than small, so it will definitely fit under a jacket sleeve, not so much under a suit cuff, but you're not going to be wearing this to your next meeting necessarily. This is more for, you know, actual active moving and, you know, diving sorts of people. As you can see on the water resistance here, 300 meters or 1,000 feet below sea level. So this is made to withstand plenty of water pressure. And taking a look here at the overall finish, we have a stainless steel construction entirely from top to bottom, a satin brush finish from the 12 to 6 o'clock sides of the case. No matter how you look at it, side profile or the front face, you still have the same vertical brushing going all the way down. There's also a very, very small bevel, small from the crown, going and flaring outward toward the edge of the lug, and you'll see the same thing on both sides actually, for giving you that very signature AP look. And also the crown guards, quite supple and actually quite soft and curvaceous on the side of the watch here. Very interesting and almost aerodynamic in how they feel and look, and very, very elegantly placed to protect the ceramic crown here with the rose gold tipped AP logo on the end there. Sitting on the front of the case, just on top of this thick rubber gasket for that water sealing, you have the hexagonal, or rather rounded octagonal bezel with the hexagonal screws. There's slots all facing in such a direction that you have the sort of gestalt visual perception principle of closure sort of outlining a circle in its own right, but you don't really need to do that. But AP have decided to, you know, really take that design to the next level, really lean into that rounded look without actually using a literal circle here, because the only circle is with the sapphire crystal, round and flat, also glare resistant as well. Same sapphire crystal you'll see on the back to see the movement nice and clearly. Also, the sapphire crystal does give it a nice sense of scratch resistance, so you can wear this undersleeve without it, you know, damaging the front of the watch. All right, now taking a look, you also have an inner bezel here. This is for the first 15 minutes, outlined in a sort of like a muted yellow look. And this actually is part of the rotating inner bezel, which can be done using the winding crown at the 10 o'clock position. Just simply unwind it. If you continue to unscrew it, nothing happens. But if you rotate it clockwise about its axis, you can actually tick it forward by a minute each time. So you're not stuck to, you know, trying to get it exact. Just move it over a single tick and you have a single minute each time. So you also not only have the visual feedback, but also the tactile and the sound, the auditory feedback from the movement of this bezel. And also you have an impromptu 60-minute timer if you align it with your minute hand as well. And the first 15 minutes being the most crucial when using your your bezel for the decompression stops when you go deep diving. it's highlighted in yellow for the maximum contrast here. And taking a look here at the dial as well, you have the Royal Oak hands, what they call Royal Oak hands, and the hour hand being a very distinctive, thicker hour hand based on the fact that it's a diver watch. If you turn out the lights for low light situations, it glows a nice green there. Let me get the focusing right here. There we go. A nice green, and it doesn't illuminate the first 15 minutes of that inner bezel, but it does actually show up quite easily when there is light, or even when the glow in the dark, the chroma light, or not the chroma light, the superluminova actually takes effect. You can actually see it bounce off of the crystal on the inside, illuminate that inner bezel, so you can still read it quite easily in low light situations. And taking a look here as well, you also have the 20, 30, 40, and 50 minute marks lit up quite nicely. With that second hand, it's little pearl sweeping across the dial quite smoothly actually for an Audemars Piguet. More on that in a second. Let me turn the lights back on here. Get blinded for a moment. All right, and now onto the dial. That's sort of what makes this watch, sort of defines this watch's color, and it's a khaki green dial with the mega tapisserie pattern. No guilloche patterning here. It's made to just be easy to read without too much extra detail in it because, well, it's made for the functional purposes rather than, aesthetic, but we're not sacrificing too much here. The hour hands also 18 karat red gold or pink gold, same as the makeup of the hands as well. Hours, minutes, and seconds hands, as well as the tip of the winding crown, all to prevent tarnishing of the watch, so you can always read this nice and easy. The AP logo, just the letter form portion at the 12 o'clock position. No need to spell it out because you wear this, you see the octagonal bezel, you know it's an Audemars Piguet. So they have the utter confidence, absolute confidence, to know that they can just put their letter form logo and you already know what it is. You also have a minute track should you decide to use it. Very useful for timing the smaller intervals, so good from them there. Onto the functions of this watch again, just simply unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. The base position allows you to wind the watch, so if you're at a dead stop, about 20 to 30 full winds gets you to the full power reserve. Rather simple there. All right, pull the crown out. Let me move that a bit there. Pull the crown out to the next position. And you can quick set the date. Now this one seems to have unrestricted setting because I did this at around 11:30 p.m. on this watch according to what the watch defined the time as being, and I was still able to quick set the date with no damage to the movement, and that's due to the fact that the movement is actually updated. So there's quite a little, well, it's a noticeable difference in this movement. And also taking a look at this disc wheel for the date disc for this model, it's a matching khaki green background with a white font for the Arabic numerals, and the Arabic numerals here are actually also updated with a new font themselves. Gives it sort of like a new curvature and angular look. Gives it a modern feel for the date there. Subtle but quite effective. All right, and now onto the final position for that winding crown. Just simply pull out to the last position. It stops that seconds hand, giving you that hacking function, so you can set the time precisely wherever the seconds hand happens to be. You can place the minute hand wherever it needs to go based on that seconds hand, and then simply press the crown in. Once you've synchronized it up to an atomic clock, screw it back tightly against the case to ensure the water resistance of the watch. Rather simple there. So what's new about the movement? What makes all of this work? It is the, the in-house caliber 4308, the dive time measurement, hours, minutes, center seconds, and date all in the same package. You have a full self-winding feature here as well with the winding rotor center mounted. Total parts 234 with 32 of them being jewels. You still have the same 60-hour power reserve that you did in the older, the 15710 models, but here you have a frequency of 4 Hertz or 28,800 vibrations per hour. A little bit uncharacteristic of Audemars Piguet, at least as of the making of this video. They tend to have their watches run a little bit with bigger intervals at 3 Hertz and 21,000 vibrations per hour. This one, nearly 3,000 vibrations per hour, so you get the utmost accuracy with that seconds hand. As I mentioned earlier, it seems to sweep across a lot more smoothly than on other AP models, and you can certainly feel that on here. So quite impressive. They still managed to keep that same power reserve even though the frequency is technically higher. It's 32 millimeters on the inside of the case, so it basically fills in this entire portion here that you can see. Very good from AP there. And taking a look here at this strap here, you can also see that it is a matte green strap, that sort of khaki green strap, but it also has a slightly different feel to it because it does have that middle channel there, sort of signifying, you know, that sort of elegant look that just sort of fits in very nicely with those intermediate links that attach it to the lugs there. You have some sizing pins here, 7 in total with the pin buckle. Nothing too new here, 2 minder loops, the first being stationary, the second one being adjustable based on the size of the strap there. You also have the full steel pin buckle, sandblasted AP logo on the inside there with a satin brush finishing everywhere else, even on the sides of the buckle here. Okay, now while I'm here, I can also try it on my wrist and give you my thoughts as to how it wears on a 7-inch wrist. My wrist being a little bit more round than flat, and again 7 inches. I can basically wear this down to the second notch there, so plenty of space for me. It's mainly made for people with larger wrists, as you can see at 42 millimeters, quite big on me and almost comically large for, you know, my tastes, but that's certainly just what you get from AP, from Audemars Piguet. The green gives it a, you know, the fact that it's more shade than a tint or tone really makes it very easy to see even in any sort of lighting condition, because the chroma or the superluminova applications on those index hour marks makes it very, very high contrast, so you can read it very easily as well. There's also a slight magnification bubble for that date, so you can, you know, tell the date at a glance. Functionally very easy and very distinguishing with that military green, khaki green look. Looking at it down the wrist, so even though I could wear this at 7 inches, I could even wear this at 6.5 inches, I probably wouldn't go any lower than that. Well, not only because you won't be able to wear this snug on your wrist, but also the flaring outward of the strap here makes it, well, kind of gaudy, and potentially it could actually, you know, flare outward a little too much and cause a little mishap with the catching of objects on the edge of the strap there. But if you have a larger wrist, you won't have much of an issue. So 7.5, 8-inch wrists, this will fit you just fine. And even then, you know, looking at it straight on, with a larger wrist, it won't look quite so comically large. It'll be more fitting for your size. But that's just me personally. And also, one of the new changes to this model, the 15720ST, is in the straps here, you can actually have a quick release right here underneath the intermediate lugs there connecting to the case. So how does that work? You basically have to press in both sides in order to detach these straps here. So basically what I do is I use my index and middle fingers, press them both down. Oh, let me get in focus here. Please focus, camera. All right, so press them both down, and there you go. You have the quick release strap system there, and it's very easy to put them back. Just simply connect it back in. It clips in very nicely, very easy to do. All right, anyone can do it. And you can also do so from the front. Just know where your straps are, or know where the lugs are, or intermediate links are. Just press them in, and there you go, nice and easy. So that's about it. That's all I got to say about this watch. Let us know what you think about this Royal Oak Diver, or Royal Oak Offshore Diver rather. 42mm in case size, the khaki green, new model in 2021. Let us know down in the comments below if you enjoyed this video or learned something. Hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, visit our store at jazztime.com. Links in the description below, where you can get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online. If this one happens to sell and we don't have one sitting on our desk already, we'll find one for you, no problem. Thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you in the next video.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.